Rupert Grint, not Ed Sheeran. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of CAS Monday. It is a Monday. If you got those Monday blues, hopefully this video is going to make you guys feel a little bit more joyful and more happy. So, in the last CAS Monday, I created the boys from the A Court of Thorns and Rose series. A lot of you guys actually tweeted me covers of the books that you guys had bought or you'd already read, which is absolutely amazing. I hope you like that series as much as I do. And I also asked you guys, what would you like me to do in the next video? Who would you guys like me to create? And we got some really good suggestions. We got the boys from Supernatural, so that's Dean, Sam, and Castiel. Big Supernatural fan, so I like the idea. We got the Vampire Diaries. We've got, of course, Damon. I can never remember the name of the other brother. It's all about Damon. Damon, Elena, and... is it Stephen? Stefan? I think it's Stefan. I never found him quite as entertaining as Damon, so I don't remember his name. You guys also wanted the girls from A Court of Thorns and Roses, but by a long country mile, the most requested people to create in CAS Monday were the cast of Harry Potter, and in particular, Harry, Ron, and Hermione. So that is who we're going to be creating today. If you guys like their designs, do not forget to give this video a little cheeky thumbs up, share it with any other Harry Potter fans, and let me know what you think in the comments below. So I was kind of thinking, do I do it based on the movies, so of course Daniel Radcliffe and co, or do I do it based on the books? I know that they're very similar, you know, dark hair, green eyes, the scar, all that malarkey, but there's obviously a little bit of room for interpretation, and I think I'm going to try and base it on the movie cast, but maybe with a little bit of in between. So we are going to start off with a little Harry Potter. I don't know if you guys are big Harry Potter fans. I love Harry Potter. I'm gonna make him a teenager, so we're not gonna do it how they are at the beginning. I was kind of thinking this. Do we do them as kids or teens? And it's pretty tough, but I do have an image of all three of them that I am using, and I would say it's not when they're little kids, it's when they're a little bit older, when Hermione's hair is a little bit calmer. So that is what I'm gonna be basing it on. And I absolutely love Harry Potter. The Harry Potter books came out kind of when I was at school, so I will always they came out for each year I was at school, and I just always have like a really special memory of them. Like I love them so much. So I was super happy that you guys suggested them, because I just think they are such great books. I love the characters, I love the stories. I would say this is kind of Harry Potter's skin tone as well. I'm gonna take his hair off just for now, and I just think they're great. I literally just think they are so great. So let's try and go ahead and get Daniel Radcliffe's face. This is a little bit harder, I would say, than doing the A Court of Thorns and Roses. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm basing it off a person so much more, but I definitely feel like it's a little bit harder. It's definitely tougher, okay, you guys? I might just try and get some pictures of him from the side. I think that's gonna help. Oh wow, he's so much older now. He is so much older now, and I can actually see he has like a very square kind of jaw. Like his jaw at the sides here, they go out like a lot. I don't know if I could do even more. Oh, I can change the shape of his head as well. He's got quite like, he doesn't necessarily have a wide face. I don't want to make him too wide, but he's definitely got like a wide jaw. And then the side profile is so important, because then you can see like the shape of his jaw and the shape of his nose as well, because his nose does not look like that. Although, you know what? This random sim that just sort of appeared when I started playing isn't too far off. He is not too far off, which is obviously super helpful. I will show you guys the pictures that I'm looking at as well, like how I'm basing the sim. It'd be cool if there was like a tool that let you almost just like pull in a face and it would like map it, and then it would kind of make it based on that. I think that would be really cool. He is quite a good looking guy, Daniel Radcliffe. He's never really been my type, but he's definitely, I'm gonna make his nose narrow at the end, but he is definitely a good looking guy. I always kind of preferred Ron. I did sort of prefer Ron, you guys. If any of you guys were more Ron than Harry, let me know in the comments below. You always have a preference, you know? It's easier if girls are more your thing, because, you know, Hermione's gorgeous. I'm finding his nose a little bit tricky. I might have a new nose to base him on. Yeah, I think it's going to be easier to start from this. Got quite big nostrils, you know? He does have pretty big nostrils. It's actually so hard to get a picture of this guy not smiling. He seems like quite a happy guy. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Why so happy, Daniel? Why are you so happy? This is way harder than I thought. This is legit. Okay, his eyes are a lot lower as well. This is definitely like a lot harder than I was originally thinking it was gonna be. He's got quite smaller lips as well. Like his lips are a lot, like he's got really small lips, but he's got quite a wide mouth. Damn, Harry, you hard. You know what's really distracting? The fact that he's got brown eyes, because obviously Harry Potter has got blue eyes, and I'm gonna give him my I like these kind of eyes, and obviously he's magic, so you know it kind of suits to give him sort of like pretty magic eyes. Because the alternative would be those eyes, which I guess look more realistic, but I'm just not digging them as much. So okay, the blue eyes are gonna help us. And let's give him some eyelashes as well, because you know they're gonna help. It's hard to tell right now, but I do think we're getting there. I might just quickly give him some different eyebrows. He's got big eyebrows. Like Daniel Radcliffe has definitely got quite big bushy eyebrows. I just need to find some that are right. They're like angry eyebrows, because they're poofy. Like Harry Potter has got full poof eyebrows. No holding back on the poofness. I almost want to say they're kind of like that. Like the picture I'm looking at, they look a lot more like this, which is kind of weird. But he's got a heavy brow, you guys. He's not afraid to go full brow on you, you know? He looks quite old, doesn't he? He looks quite old. I'm gonna make his nose a bit wider. Okay, and then I've downloaded the Harry Potter scar. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Okay. That definitely helps. There's two different versions. There's extreme scar and more gentle scar. I never thought his scar was super clear, so I think we go for the more gentle version. And then I think putting some hair and eyelashes on him is really gonna help. But also I wanna have a look at some of the skin details we can apply for him. Oh no, that looks nothing like him. I love how much skin details can change and make people look more like one way or the other. I think they have a really big difference. I actually think that's kind of quite similar to him. Or maybe like this kind of thing. I've also got this if we want to go really pale. Why does this one look so dead? Like, why are you not live, friendo? That looks quite real as well. I mean, he is pale, you guys. Jeez, that one's more like Voldemort. I don't know. I'm kind of... Wow, he's got a really big head. And a really tiny body. What is all that about? Give him a little bit more body there. He's a bit more in proportion now. Okay, I'm gonna leave him with that skin for now, but I may well change it because I know it's not quite right. And I'm just gonna give him some eye bags as well. I'm kind of going quite heavy on the realism for him, you guys. And let's just give him some little eyelashes as well. He doesn't have super big eyelashes. Kind of just thinking those ones. Okay, we're getting there, you guys. We are getting there. I just want to change. Sorry, I don't feel like his nose is right. I'm sorry, I've changed his eye bags because I'm looking at him. And Daniel Radcliffe actually has really clear bags under his eyes. Not like tired bags, it's just the shape of his face. So I think we put them back on. I think he is starting to look quite Daniel Radcliffe. My main issue is that I think he looks a lot older than Daniel Radcliffe, but I don't really know. The only other way would be to make him a child, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so hair. So although Daniel Radcliffe in real life, his hair is kind of like that now. In Harry Potter, his hair was like a lot more downwards. Not like that. It's tough because the hair is very make or break, I feel. He had that hair, you guys. Imagine, that would have been a very cool Harry Potter, wouldn't it? When you put the glasses on, guys, that's when it suddenly... Oh, wow, okay. Oh, please... Tell me it's got the right color. He's kind of got lighter brown hair than that. Not as light as that though. And it's more chestnutty than that. It's not as light as that. I think we might have to go for that on the hair color. But the picture I'm looking at now is very, very close to that hair. Very close to that hair. And then this is what is gonna make him look like Harry Potter, you guys. Okay, I've got a few different versions. So they're the ones that just come with the Sims, which are pretty close. But I've also got like these ones, which are also pretty close. And then I've also got these ones, which I think are a little bit too low. I think they're going a little bit too low on his ears. See, I thought I had one more, but maybe I don't. I think it's gonna have to be these ones. I think they're very Harry Potter glasses, particularly like that. They're maybe a little bit too big though. They're a little bit too stylish. But then I'm looking at the picture to and fro, and they do look exactly the same size. I think it's those ones. The only thing I'm thinking is his eyebrows aren't bushy enough still. Okay, I hate using non-custom content eyebrows, but I think they're more exact. Because he does have like really bushy eyebrows. Like really bushy eyebrows. His mouth's also a little bit higher up as well, I'm thinking. He looks like Elijah Wood. I think that's pretty close. Yet again, I wish you guys were here to ask. I would keep going at this all day long if you let me. So I think I'm gonna stop there. I'm aware that his scar is being covered by his hair, but wasn't that kind of the lore in the book a little bit? Like he wanted to try and hide his scar, so he put his hair over it? I kind of feel like he did. Maybe he did it less as he got older, I don't know, but I definitely feel like he tries to cover his scar a little bit. And he definitely doesn't have, as styling as this hair is, he doesn't have it. He definitely has like the hair over the face kind of thing. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So I think he's looking pretty good, you guys. We do need to give him some clothes. And I did download some Hogwarts clothes. Let me see if they've appeared. Okay, so this is your like Gryffindor top. And then you've obviously got your Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. And my favorite color is green, so I always like really liked Slytherin. And I tried to convince myself in my head, like, they can't just all be evil in Slytherin, because why would you just put all the evil people in one house? I think it's just that sometimes they're like a little bit sly, like a fox, they're cunning. I don't think they're all that bad, okay? I like Slytherin, don't hate me too much. And then the other thing I downloaded was the Quidditch, but I downloaded the girls, so we'll ignore that, okay, you guys? And then let's just pop him some little trousers on, and then just some like little sensible shoes and socks. I mean, those shoes aren't so sensible, are they? Let me swap those. They're so ugly. Also, there's a big gap there between where the trousers finish and where his shoes start. Okay, guys, can we just say, I honestly feel like that looks a lot like Daniel Radcliffe. I didn't think I'd be able to pull that off, but I kind of feel like I have. Let me just see if I've got any slightly longer trousers. All the trousers I've got are like the English style trousers, and in England you wear your trousers to go, oh, they'd be perfect, but they're clipping. A lot of guys wear their trousers cut quite high above their ankles and show off their socks. Google made in Chelsea style and you'll understand what I mean. Okay, maybe they're a little bit more sensible, but I'm really happy with that. I think he looks good. So Harry Potter is, his goal in life, I think is, well, it's kind of to kill he who must not be named, but I'm gonna go for popularity. He wants to be a friend of the world, and he is good at he's good because he is like the opposite of Voldemort. And I would also say he's kind of quite, I'd actually say he's sort of hot-headed in a way, but I'm going to give him the self-assured thing. You know, he joins the Quidditch team, he does all that. He's a cool guy, okay? So Harry is done. Let's move on now to Ron, who definitely does not look like that. So this is the little sim we've got to start with, and then it's Ron Weasley. I just remember his name, Weatherby, Weasley. I think of his name when his mum says it out of the, oh my gosh, what's the name of the envelope? And you open it and it yells at you. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've read those books. But I love them so, so much. I just think they're amazing. Why have you got Harry's glasses on, Ron? You are not the boy who lived. You are the boy who lived in a house with far too many children. That's different. Okay, so here is our Ron starter. And straight away we know he looks quite a lot different to that, I would say. Rupert Grint, not Ed Sheeran. I don't know why it's giving me an Ed Sheeran. Okay, I've got a little image that we will use, which I can already tell you looks very different to this. I find it easy if you get a few of the features in, and then from there on, you start to kind of mess with it a little bit. Then I'm just gonna do his eye color. I'm just gonna do like a few basic things. He's got kind of bluey, greeny sort of eyes. These might all look a little bit strange on him. I don't know whether I'm tempted to switch to more realistic eyes. Okay, I'm just gonna leave those eyes for now. He's looking kind of scary at the moment. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And then he's super pale. Like super pale, probably like this kind of a color. And then we need to get some of his features in place because right now he looks nothing like a Ron Weasley. Okay, he's got a super different nose to Harry. Very different nose. Quite a lot, like it's like bigger, but it's not as like hooky. I don't know. It's more squishy, more of a squishy nose. He's harder. I genuinely think he's a lot harder. Why are you so much harder, Ron? What is your deal? What are these trickeries that you're playing? I've just shrunk the size of his head. Oops. Now I'm looking at other pictures as well, and he's definitely got blue eyes. Definitely got blue eyes. Ron is hard. Ron is a tough little cookaroony. Let's see if some skin details help us, because at the moment, I'm not liking him. I'm not liking him at all. Although that's kind of helped. That has kind of helped a little bit. Oh, I realized I could only get that skin if I'd made him an adult. So I need to make him back into a kid. And that's quite fair skin. Are his eyes a little bit small now though? I'm kind of thinking this one because he's got like a lot of reds to his skin tone. And this has got a lot of red around the eyes. And I think that's kind of right. I'm going to because this adds a lot to his lips as well. Just gonna make them a little bit smaller. And then I think putting some eyelashes on. Hopefully that's not gonna take, no, it's not gonna take off his skin. Eyelashes are gonna help. And he's got really, really fair eyelashes. So whichever one of these is the smallest is the one I'm gonna give him. Okay, we're getting there, you guys. He's looking more like him, but I do feel like we've still got quite a long way to go. Maybe the hair will help. We'll do some tweaking after the hair. He's got kind of like a bit of a mop head, hasn't he? That's way too dark. We're gonna struggle with his hair color, aren't we? He's got like light ginger hair. That would have been okay if it had been the right color, but it's just too dark. He's got more like blondie ginger hair. None of those are right. Ah, this is gonna be tough. Ron strikes again. I've realised it kind of sucks, like, having ginger hair, because people on The Sims will not make your hair colour for you. They're really mean about it. They'll give every other colour under the sun, but they will not do ginger. It's just not fair. He looks like another actor all of a sudden. I can't remember who, but he looks like someone else. Look, no ginger. No ginger options. To be fair, that's kind of his hair. His hair does kind of go like this at some point. But it just looks ridiculous. Even that is not really right, is it? No, I don't have Ron hair. I don't have Ron hair. Okay, I messed with his face a little bit because I felt like his eyes weren't right. But I'm still really struggling with the hair, you guys. I can't give him the same hair as Harry. That's the problem. They're all gonna end up with the same haircut. Did Harry ever change his hair? Let's have a little look. That might help the situation. He did have a big old mop head at one point. Because if I can change Harry's hair, it helps me with Ron's hair. Otherwise, they're gonna have the same haircut, you guys. Harry the emo. He kind of has hair a bit like that, maybe? Isn't Harry Potter meant to have green eyes, actually? I kind of feel like he is. Okay, I'm gonna change sorry, I know I'm taking ages. I'm gonna change Harry's hair out to this color. It means we can see his scar a little bit more. And I'm reading, and Lily and Harry are supposed to have green eyes. So even though it's not canon to the actor, I much prefer the idea of him having green eyes. I can't click on his eyes now because of his glasses. There we go. I am going to change him to what he should be in the books, which is green-eyed. I knew I remembered him having green eyes. Not scary green, though. He looks kind of scary like that. Okay, so we can switch him out to that. That means we can keep Ron's hair as it is. And I just think we need to mess with his eyebrows a little bit, don't we? That's Ron, or at least that's my interpretation of Ron. And then, of course, he needs his little Hogwarts, Gryffindor top on. And his little Gryffindor trousers on, which are just regular trousers. I'm gonna give him some little red socks poking out. Gryffindor socks poking out underneath. Okay, so we've got Ron done, and Ron is, his ambition is, I think his ambition is family. I'm gonna make him super parent. And then his traits is, he's definitely a bit of a goofball. And he's also probably a little bit childish, I would say. So there we go. We've got Ron done. We've got Harry done. Now it's time for good old Hermione Granger. Okay, it's kind of giving us a bit of a scary girl to start with. But here we go. So my name is Hermione. There we go, Granger. And I could not say her name at all when I was watching the, reading the books as a kid. I just could not say her name. Let's take all this nonsense off her. And let's get all of this makeup and stuff off her as well. She's got green eyebrows, guys, green eyebrows. Of course, she's played by Emma Watson, who is very, very beautiful and has brown eyes. Okay, that should be a little bit easier. Okay, we need to make sure that she's a teenager as well. Oh, why have you got some hair all of a sudden? Take that off. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and like base it a little bit on Emma Watson's own sort of profile for now. Funny how much like you notice about someone's profile when you start studying it from the side. Can't really imagine their life. These guys got so famous so young that they must just live such a strange life. I can't imagine having that pressure from such a young age. Fair play to them for all being like, you know, nice, normal humans. They could have definitely gone a very different way. Her eyebrows look very angry at the moment. They're not gonna stay like that, okay? I'm finding it really tough to do her eyebrows because her eyebrows are thinner, really, than any of the ones I've got. She's got nice eyebrows. It's kind of tough. Stay still, lady. Okay, let's see how those go for now. Let's get some skin details on her. That should fix her. Whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna have to be like a super pretty one because she's really pretty. This one looks quite like her. This is Hydra Skin Overlay. Keep that one in mind. This one looks super realistic, but none of the colors are right for her. Okay, I'm gonna go for this one because I actually think that looks a lot like her. Then I'm just gonna give her some pretty old eyelashes. Oh wow, that took her skin off. No! It's fine, I can put them on as glasses instead. I think just like that. I don't want to go too big and crazy on her eyelashes. Because, you know, she is just meant to be like a school student. Maybe just like that. I think it's starting to look like her. It's tough with just using like, a lot of people will use like pre-made sort of ones that are specifically for, they'll make ones that are meant to look like Hermione Granger or Emma Watson. Oh my gosh, what just happened there? What has it just done? Why have you just done that to her lip? I did not do that. And then for her hair, in realistic, like her hair is meant to be like that in the books or something. Like light brown and mental hair. That is how it's supposed to look, which actually, like, it kind of looks like Hermione Granger. I think it kind of looks like her. However, I am going to give her some slightly more tamed hair, you guys. I'm going to be kind, okay? Because the actress's hair is actually like a little bit more like that. I think her face actually looks a lot like Hermione Granger. I think so. I'm pretty happy with her. Last time I said this though, and then it got to editing and I'm like, actually, I'm not happy with her at all. That was with the boyos. I don't know, I liked them until I started editing the video and then I'm like, they all look the same and I don't really like them anymore. That's kind of similar to how she is in the films. None of the colors are quite right though, but she definitely has hair a lot like that in the films. What if you guys told me to download that hair for Emma? But I tried it on her and it didn't look right. I think her face is very Emma Watson, you guys. She looks like she's doing the red carpet walk right now. This is tough. This is pretty tough. She kind of wears it a little bit tied back and then waves coming down, doesn't she? Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, this could definitely be the one I'm thinking. Man, I've been at this nearly 2 hours. I always do this. I always do this. I'm thinking this is definitely the best one so far. That one as well is actually quite similar. Okay, now it's tough because there's two that are really close to how her hair is meant to be. It'd have been easier if there was only one, you guys. I guess in the books it's meant to be big and fluffy like that, but it doesn't look like the Hermione we know. Or even that, but the colouring is very off with that for me. I think we either go for this one or this one. And it's actually really tough to know which one's best. That or that. Ah! I'm looking at pictures of Hermione. Her hair was literally mental in the first Harry Potter, and then they really calmed it down. Ah, you guys, I don't know. She does wear it in little clips backwards like that. I am now realising her forehead isn't big enough, and her forehead looks a little bit bigger with this style. Problem with this is it's quite hard to make foreheads big without dragging the whole of the face down. And she looks like a shoe now. I'm gonna go for this one just for now. Her body looks a little bit strange, so I'm gonna give her more of an Emma Watson-y body. And then I saw a few, of the like jumpers where the tie was really low for the girls, but Hermione would never wear her tie low. And then I'm pretty sure they wore fairly long skirts. I mean, that's above the knee, which, you know, technically in UK schools it's kind of where it's meant to go just below the knee. At least at my school it was, but nobody actually wore it that way. I'm just giving her some sensible little flats. I'll see if there's a slightly more, doesn't she have a bit of a frumpy skirt? Or am I just making that up? I see, I can't imagine her wearing anything as long as that. Oh man, it was definitely a big, long, ugly skirt. It's not that. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if it was a check skirt? I'm just gonna do it as this. I know it's not quite what it's meant to be, but that is Hermione Granger. I think she looks pretty good, you guys. I definitely think she looks pretty good. Her hair isn't perfect, but I'm pretty happy with what we've got. And her aspiration is definitely knowledge. She wants to be book smart and I'd say she wants to be good at as many things as she can. She's not always, but she wants to be. And she is definitely a genius, and look at her go. And also, I would say she's either a geek or a perfectionist. I think she's a perfectionist. Because I was saying this, a geek is more like they're into like nerdy stuff, and I wouldn't necessarily say that's what she is. But I think she looks pretty good. So there's one, let me just show you all three of them again. We've got Harry, we've got Ron, and we've got Hermione. And then there's one last thing that all three of them need. Oh, here it is, a wand. Okay, so I'll just give them all different color wands. We've got 3 different colors. I'll give her a nice black one. I'll give Harry the brown one, because I feel like his wand was brown. And then I'm gonna give Ron like the grey one, because his wand snapped in half because it was broken. It was a hand-me-down wand. So there we go. They've all got their little wands too. They can be doing some Wingardium Leviosa. We've got little, okay, start from this front. We've got little Harry there with his wand, his little scar, his thick eyebrows, his glasses. This is him close up. Oh, his eyelashes have gone funny because of his wand. Okay, try not to look at that. It's because I put something on his wrist and that's what's mapping his eyelashes at the moment, which is kind of annoying. But still, there we go. There is Le Harry. There is good old Ron Weasley, Harry's sidekick. Sometimes a little bit of a hothead, but all in all, still a good loyal friend. Who's obviously got the hots for beautiful Hermione, who's definitely the prettiest of the 3 of them. So let me know what you think of their designs in the comments below. If you think that they look similar to the way they do in the books, if you think I've done a good job, let me know. I'm pretty happy with all 3 of them. I think they look really cool. And the only thing I would have changed is Harry's eyes are a little bit too green to me, but there's no like in-between colour for me to dial them down, unfortunately. But I still think he looks pretty good. If you guys like them as well, let me know in the comments below. If you want me to put them on the gallery, let me know in the comments below too. I hope you guys enjoyed this CAS Monday. Let me know some more suggestions for CAS Monday in the comments below. I think next week we'll either do the A Court of Thorns and Roses girls, we'll either do the Supernatural boys, or we will do Stefan, Damon and Elena from the Vampire Diaries. So you got 3 choices there. Let me know which one you guys want. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another episode of CAS Mondays. Bye. But